This is my dream, this is my passion, this is something that I believe in.
If you're always afraid that things are going to go wrong, your business isn't going to succeed.
Who would have thought Satch would make us millionaires?
I'm a third-year entrepreneur and CEO of Spurgo.
I'm the inventor of the locker boards.
I'm 14 years old. I'm the CEO of Sally Candy.
I'm the co-founder here at Rumble Boxing.
CEO of Play Versus.
This is my hustle.
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 Today on My Hustle, we're going to extraordinary young entrepreneurs who have turned their passions into profit. Follow along as we learn about their business, determination, and road to success in the food industry. We're kicking off today's episode in Philadelphia, where 10-year-old Micah Harrigan started his own lemonade business.
There. Micah's Mix is a lemonade organization that sells lemonades in different areas of Philly. I was only 8 when we started it. I watched a lot of cartoons as a kid. There was this one lemonade episode, so I kind of followed the steps and tracks to it, and then I learned how to make it. There you go. You're welcome. Here's the straw.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's amazing because not many people at his age would think about something like this. So it's nice to see.
Strawberry up. This is business right here. I'm Micah Harrigan. I'm 10 years old. I'm the CEO of Micah's Mix, and this is my hustle. At first, we started selling out of our house, and people started to notice me because people were promoting me on their Instagrams, and a lot of businesses started to notice me, so they asked me to come sell lemonade at their business, so I get even more popular. So it's just been growing and growing over the 2 years.
When we sit outside, we sit out front. I sit on the steps. I don't do anything. He greets the customers, he talks to them, tells them the price, gives the change, puts it in bags, everything with him. I would sit on the steps on my phone and just make sure he didn't get robbed. That was pretty much my job.
I'm about to show you how the lemonade making process is. So it starts by pouring the syrups in and then the fruit. And this is where we fill it up with lemonade. We have color organization tops. So we're gonna put it on here. And if the syrup isn't on, then just shake it up a bit and then it goes out. We're at the OCF coffee shop, which we sort of rented out. And we will try to be here as much as possible and do our pop-ups at the same exact time. Our flavors today are blue raspberry, mango, and peach. Our special edition of the week is mango. And the pricing are $3 or 2 for 4. There you go.
Thank you.
Our best sellers are strawberry, followed by blue raspberry, followed by peach.
I like that there's different flavors besides regular lemonade, and they like the colorfulness of it.
You live on 23rd Street, right?
Yes.
I seen a line out there one day and I couldn't get no juice because there was so much of a line.
We usually sell out fast at my house.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, good luck and God bless.
Thank you.
Me too. Splenda noticed us when we were kind of promoting their product, because on the news we talked about how we made the sugar-free lemonades with Splenda, and Splenda really, really loved it, that we were using it.
My grandmother had diabetes, so I always talked to him about how she had to prick her finger to take her blood sugar every day. And I just explained different diseases to him. So he was like, oh, so they had to have sugar-free. And so he's like, well, we should make a sugar-free option. And I'm like, all right, well, let's get Splenda and let's make a sugar-free option. So we made it, and we made a little commercial. We tagged Splenda in it.
Hey guys, coming down to Micah's Mix to try the new sugar-free lemonade made with Splenda.
Next thing, Splenda reposted him on their Instagram, and I was like, what? And then the next day they followed him, and I was like, what? Micah, why in the world would you want to make a lemonade with no sugar? Kids love sugar.
Well, a lot of people in my family had diabetes and they couldn't eat or drink many sugary things. So I decided to make sugar-free lemonade so everyone can enjoy.
And then next thing you know, they're emailing and they're like, can we do something? And they sent 9 boxes of Splenda. And then they emailed again and said, hey, we want to do something even more special.
When the Splenda brand heard about what Micah was doing, they were really impressed. I mean, it's just not every day that you have a 10-year-old businessman, 10-year-old entrepreneur with the energy and the drive and the focus that Micah has. And when he announced that he was going to be offering a line extension of lemonades that were sugar-free, that would be good for the community as well as members of his family that are people with diabetes, we couldn't have been more excited to support him both personally and professionally. So personally, he's saving his profits for his college fund. I mean, he's 10 and he is forward thinking, and we are presenting him with a $1,000 check to go into that college fund. So that's very, very gratifying. And then professionally, just like OCF is helping him build his business, we want to help him build his business with a year's worth of Splenda, and then also a bike cart so that he can get to more of his consumers in Philadelphia. So I can't wait to see what Micah does into the future.
Well, one of the best days of my life just happened, that's it. And I had 4 cameras on me at the same time. I felt really good. People were telling me that they're really proud of me. I just got handed a check for $1,000. A lot of really good things just happened today.
Wow, so wonderful to see this young entrepreneur thriving and already saving for the future. After the break, MasterChef Junior champion Jasmine Stewart. We are in Alpharetta, Georgia, to see what MasterChef Junior champion Jasmine Stewart is cooking up.
Fox's MasterChef Junior is the cooking show for young aspiring chefs. And last season, a girl from Milton won the top prize.
This is the biggest moment in my entire life.
They're calling you an inspirational female role model. That's amazing.
You know, I've gotten to travel to different places, be featured in magazines, but one of my favorite things that I've been able to do is actually go into public speaking.
I think that Jasmine has really just begun to make her mark on this world.
My name is Jasmine Stewart. I'm a chef, and this is my hustle. I started getting into cooking when I was around the age of 3. I started through my parents. My dad's from Jamaica and my mom's from Virginia, so they would both come home and make these pretty amazing dishes, and I would be like, this tastes amazing and I need to figure out how to make it. I think when I realized I had a talent for it and a passion for it was when I started creating my own recipes. At a certain point, I honestly just took it into my own hands and started creating different recipes and trying different flavor combinations. And so I started making steak and salads and using different utensils and using different methods, and that's kind of how I got better from there and just continuing to practice.
Wow, you've just raised the bar.
Being on MasterChef Junior was like nothing I saw in my future. Being on TV, let alone winning it, is just crazy. I got to work with Gordon Ramsay and Christina Tosi, giving me such awesome advice. And I really just got to practice my craft and showcase it on a different level, and it was phenomenal, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
Yes, it was great that she won the show, but I think watching her battle her way back after being eliminated and hearing them call her name and give her back an apron was pretty cool for me.
I'm a force to be reckoned with, and I'm definitely channeling my Jamaican roots to win that
trophy. This has a very unique aroma.
A lot of opportunities have come since winning MasterChef Junior. I've gotten the opportunity to have my recipes featured in magazines. This is actually the MasterChef Junior cookbook, which is pretty awesome. This is actually my appetizer in the finale of MasterChef Junior. I did scallop and smoked trout fritters, which was really awesome, and I did it with green papaya, salad, and this red pepper peanut sauce. I got to work with Great Wolf Lodge to create a whole new kids menu and revamp it to create really upscale items for kids.
One really awesome thing that happened to me in my lifetime was that I got this proclamation where I got a day named after me. The day is June 21st of 2017, and it's called Jasmine Stewart Day, which is pretty awesome.
Lemon time.
Got a lot?
Yes, yes. This should make for a nice salmon dish.
All right, guys, welcome to my kitchen. So today we are going to be making my Caribbean spice salmon with a spice blend inspired by my dad and his side of the family. I like to start off with some red pepper flakes. This just adds a little bit of kick. And you know, since we're going with that whole Caribbean flair, we need tons of spice. Here I have my chili powder. This is also gonna add a nice kick, and what I love about chili powder is almost kind of like the depth that it gives you. It gives you a little bit of a smokiness to our spice blend. Pretty good amount of cinnamon, because we do want that like balance of heat and sweet. I'm gonna start off with adding olive oil to our fish because it will allow everything else to stick to it.
She can, you know, take what I cook every day and I think it tastes okay, and then she will make the exact same thing and I'm like, oh my God, it's delicious.
And something that I'm super proud of is that I also got to start my own company called Just Jazz LLC, where I'm inspiring girls to let their inner girl slay. I know that me as a teen and some of my other friends around me, a big issue that we battle through is just self-esteem. And I wanted to create a way to empower girls and to let them know that who they truly are, let that out. And I honestly believe that you should wear what you feel and express yourself through your clothes, because if you are what you say you are on the outside, you'll be the same thing on the inside. Some people would say that I'm pretty successful, but I still have a long way to go and a lot of things that I want to accomplish. And so I continue to follow my hustle and continue working hard, and hopefully one day I will get to my goals. So that's what my hustle means to me.
That looks delicious. Thanks for sharing your tips, and keep slaying. Stay tuned to see how teenage Jack turned his lemonade stand into a full-time business. When most kids need money, they start a lemonade stand for the day. Well, here in Lafayette, Colorado, Jack Banu turned his stand into a full-time business.
For one 9-year-old Boulder County boy, one lemonade stand was not enough.
So he started his own chain called Jack's Stands.
I believe that kids can be their own best role models.
This young man is becoming a business mogul.
Are you the youngest kid who's ever gotten dough from Shark Tank?
Hi, my name is Jack Banu and I'm 13 years old, and I'm the founder and CEO of Jack Stands and Marketplaces and Team Hustle, and this is my hustle. How are you guys doing today? Great, how are you? Really good. Jack Stands and Marketplaces started when I was 8 years old and I wanted the Lego Star Wars Death Star, but it cost $400, so I asked my dad if I could get it. He said I could, but I was gonna have to pay for it with my own money, so I was just like, well, how am I gonna make $400? He suggested that I started my own lemonade stand, so I did. Instead of putting it at the end of my street, I put it at my local farmer's market. After 12 weeks, I made $2,000 in revenue, and after expenses, made $900 in profit, and yes, I got my Lego Death Star. I had such a great experience that I wanted to share this with other kids. So I created jackstands.com and expanded to 4 other farmers market locations. At first, I was really shy, but after my first year at my stand, my dad and the farmer's market manager really helped me to understand what the business entailed and all the revenue, expenses, profit, and tips. And it was a great learning experience for me. In my second year, I started reaching out to other kids so that they could operate my stands and marketplaces. And once I saw one kid operate it, I knew how beneficial those experiences and lessons were for me. So I wanted to give that back to other kids. So say I'm a customer and I want lemonade and an iced tea. What would you guys do? What would you like today?
I'm gonna have an iced tea, please.
I teach them how to greet and serve the customer, how to make change, take credit cards, track their sales, and what an Arnold Palmer is. For one shift, it's usually 1 to 2 kids who are operating it. If they're not that comfortable, they can work together so that they can break out of their shell.
Here you go, buddy.
I've learned to be a little more responsible, and it's just great because we get to make money, we can get the things we want with it, we don't have to bug our parents.
It really came naturally to me, and I saw that I knew that these life lessons were going to benefit me down the road, and I just wanted to pass that on to other kids.
Who's Jack?
I am Jack.
This
is my stand.
Cool entrepreneur you.
All of this really has grown organically. There was never any big grand scheme. Once Jack started to get a little bit of attraction, we looked around and see what other experiences he could have that would be beneficial to him.
Teen Hustle started when I turned 13 in December. I saw the rise of all of these delivery giants like DoorDash, Grubhub, and I thought, well, I know that decades ago there were millions of teenagers who used to have their own paper routes or babysitting businesses, but those opportunities largely don't exist for teenagers today. So I thought, why don't I bring that back?
Hi, we're here to pick up for Teen Hustle delivery. Awesome.
Thank you. So customers can place an order through teenhustle.com or our Teen Hustle app on iOS and Android. They'll place that order, and then Teen Hustle dispatchers will receive it and place the order to the actual restaurants, and then the actual Teen Hustlers will receive it on their delivery app, and they'll know which restaurant to go to and where to deliver it to on their electric scooters or bikes.
The enchiladas.
Enchiladas and rice and beans.
Have a great day. Thank you for ordering through Teen Hustle.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
The way that we beat these big companies like Grubhub and DoorDash is that you are supporting youth entrepreneurship and young entrepreneurs in your neighborhood when you support Teen Hustler. So when you're ordering from your local neighbor, Teen Hustlers will actually care, and they'll have that personal connection with you. Outside of working, I enjoy doing Ninja Nation, hanging out with friends, playing video games. I also have a black belt in karate, and I'm interested in track.
Today we're at Ninja Nation, and I'm going to be working out and doing a bunch of cool ninja obstacles. I'd say that working out definitely positively impacts me at school and in my businesses. It makes me happier, I'm more energetic. It's pretty difficult trying to balance all of this, friends, working out here, and then my businesses, but it's really all about finding that good balance between everything you're doing.
I think that if you're interested in something, you should just go for it. My motivation comes from me getting the feeling and knowing that I'm being able to help kids, because I've learned so much from these experiences, and I want to share that with other kids. One of my favorite quotes is, "Just do it." What I did is I just put my stand at a farmer's market. I didn't think about it. I just said, hey, I want to do this and I want to try something new. I just did it. And I'd say that my hustle is a balance between everything that I do in my life, whether it's Ninja Nation, school, and definitely my businesses, and reaching out to other kids and focusing on that just to spread entrepreneurship.
Up next, we're traveling from Colorado to Texas to meet the sauce boss, Tyla Simone Creighton. What do you do when your favorite wing place goes out of business? Let's go to Texas to see what Tyla did.
My name is Tyla Simone Creighton, and I'm the sauce boss.
Sienna Sauce is taking off, giving product presentations to important food executives.
And she goes by the name The Sauce Boss.
I'm still learning every day, and you just have to take it day by day and figure it out as you go.
She's won 2 competitions.
Not only is it good, but it's good for you.
She literally went from being a teenager to a CEO in a short time frame. So the lemon pepper is award-winning duo.
That's spicy, I love it.
Going home with $25,000.
The sauce boss! Those trials and errors, they make you stronger, but you always get back up and you try again for the next day. Hi, my name is Tyla Simone Creighton, and I'm the 16-year-old CEO of Sienna Sauce, and this is my hustle. So Sienna Sauce is a no high fructose corn syrup and gluten-free sauce, so not only is it good, but it's good for you. It's not just for wings, it's amazing. You can use it on meat, seafood, poultry, vegetables. You can use it as a glaze, dip, marinade, pour, barbecue. It's kind of a tomato-based sauce, and it really goes good on all your favorite foods. And there's 3 flavors, tangy, lemon pepper, and spicy, so we say there's a flavor for everyone. So now I'm gonna make one of my favorites, Sienna wings. And this kind of all started with Sienna wings, so that's what I'm about to make. I came up with the recipe when I was about 8 years old. So my favorite wing place closed, and I actually tried to recreate their sauce, and I ended up coming up with my own.
For a couple of weeks, she just can't believe her favorite place closed down. And then one night I was having like a wing and wine Wednesday at my house with some family and friends, and we didn't have any sauce.
I started just messing around, playing around, and she was like, I don't know what she's doing, but then she tried it, and it tastes really good.
It was a mess. Let's just say the least. It was a mess.
And then I moved to Houston. My mom was like, first we need to figure out a way for people to fall in love with your sauce. So we opened up a wing place out of our home called Sienna Wings. So I actually live in Sienna Plantation, Texas. I took the Sienna and the sauce and Sienna sauce. And for about a year, we cooked wings out of our home, sold them. People picked up, they ordered on the app.
We didn't have a catering company. We actually opened up a full restaurant out at our house. I wanted her sauce to stand out, and the only way to do that was to have people fall in love with the brand first.
Stop licking your fingers.
And then once we did that, we removed the wings and bottled her sauce.
A year today after that, I launched all 3 of my sauces. And originally, I would hand package and hand bottle them, but now I actually have a co-packer, so he produces the product for me. I pick it up, and I've just been focused on selling and getting the word out there to the world.
Tangy is the actual flavor that she created when she was 8 years old, but of course people want more.
We are sold in about 65 local stores in Houston. We plan to expand globally and nationally, and we just can't wait. So we are actually at Harvest Market, one of the 65 stores that I'm currently in. As you know, it's gluten-free. After 3 months of being in business, I actually got into my first store, and last year we grossed over $175,000. So I'm so happy to be in all these amazing local stores, but I'm actually looking forward to opening my own brick and mortar, so look out for that.
So I'm always impressed with her. She's a stickler on time management. She's a straight A student. She manages things pretty well.
So yesterday I had a meeting in the morning. Then I went to the office for a little bit, packaged some orders as well, called a few stores. That's usually a normal day. So now we are at the Sienna Sauce corporate office. Right here is my waiting area, and where I also let the customers try my 3 sauces. Here's some of my awards and accolades that I've received. Here's the first ever Youth Entrepreneurship Award from the Greater Houston Black Chamber of Commerce. Here's my wall of fame, some of the amazing people that I have met since starting Sienna Sauce. And then here is my meeting room. Right here is my mom. She is my COO. I like to sit here and brainstorm in my beanbag, so yeah.
Entrepreneurship is a career. It really is, and it comes with a lot of hard work, dedication, and just being purposeful.
One of my proudest moments was accepting the first Pinnacle Award, the Youth Entrepreneurship one, because I was able to make history. So, it really hit me that when I have grandchildren, they'll know their grandma as being the first ever to accept the Youth Entrepreneurship Award. And I'm doing this so I can build a legacy for me and my family. So that's why it's so important. So one of the biggest challenges as a young CEO is most definitely time management. Trying to find times for my friends, my family, and just making sure everybody knows that I'm still there for them even though I'm not physically there all the time.
Me and Tyler, we met each other in 7th grade. My favorite flavor is Tangy, definitely. She's very determined, she's very hardworking, she goes after whatever she wants. So I see it being very successful.
I think it's an amazing brand. I'm so proud of how it's grown, and I like what it stands for. Well, if she wants something done, she'll get something done no matter what obstacles or limits there are, and she'll always push towards her goals.
I would say find someone who's doing what you want to do and follow what they're doing. There's nothing wrong with being a copycat. We all have smartphones, so we have to use our smartphones for smart things. If you don't know something, Google it. So what's next for Sienna Sauce? We want to be a household name, and we will be a household name. And I'm also launching a youth entrepreneurship program so I can give back to the community and encourage youth entrepreneurship to the youth around the world. So my hustle means to me is giving back in a way of me being able to fulfill my dreams, but allowing others the opportunity to achieve their dreams through my company, and being able to show the youth that it is possible for them to be their own boss and that they can take over the world one day at a time.
From starting a lemonade stand to pay for Legos, to inventing a sauce when you're 8, there are plenty of motivations to start your own business. With a crazy idea, dedication, and drive, you can do anything. These 4 entrepreneurs have shown us what their hustle is. What's yours?